What is up, guys? This is Farmman Rose RC, and I don't know if you saw it there in the frame, but we got another jet. This one I gotta build. Ugh. Don't worry, it's not gonna be flying anytime soon. This one right here is ready for flight. Just needs a little bit of work to do for the cosmetics, but I mean, other than that, everything is already situated in there. Batteries are ready to go. GSC is ready to go in there. Everything's hardened down. But I need to get some more fuel. I don't think that will even fill it up all the way, but planning on flying this in the next couple weeks, hopefully before the holiday weekend here in Canada, Civic Day. But I mean, yeah. I got a Boomerang Sprint right here. Probably going to start working on it tomorrow. Not sure about today. I feel like a nice cold beer, and I'll get my uncle help me on this. He's going to install the hinges, the control surfaces, the servo horns. Servo horns are probably going to be installed once the servos show up, but he'll get the hinges in for me and gluing in the intakes. Well, let's have a little look here of what's in the box. So this is the main part. This is one of the segments of the main wing for the main gear doors. And I believe that is the box for the flap servo, because the flap's in the middle. But it's pretty nice. I'm not really going to take it all out of the box. I'm going to take a little look at it. This is one of the intakes that has to be glued in. Obviously there's no damage on there. Some paint miss on the inside, but don't matter because you won't be able to see it. But here we have the tips. These are actually going to go right to Oz Aero, or Ozzy. He's going to install the Sky Candy navigational lights, red and green solid, and then the white strobes on. And then he's also going to install the landing lights on the front of the tip. He's going to put the inserts in there for them. So I'm going to send these to Ozzy, or Oz Aero. Check him out on Facebook. Oz Aero. He's a local guy from Ontario. He lives out in Mississauga area. Does custom parts for model aircraft. And the tips I don't need right now, so those can go straight to him. But let's see what we have here, but it's taped in. Wanted to see other intake. Here's a canopy right here. It looks like just one piece. I believe that is the entire canopy. I'm not too sure. But I'm not taking anything out of their bags. This is the motherboard, like the one in here, but a lot better condition because this jet is very, very old, as you can see. But I was thinking about installing the ball valve mount, but I mean, I have it in there pretty good. It's connected in. It's not going to move anywhere. It's not going to come out. I might put another clip like this one over here to keep this one down. But that's the old jet. We're going to talk about the new one. And then we have one of the tails. Now the Sprint is not completely scale like the full size. This model here is symmetrical design, but it has two tails. So when you see it in the air, you probably see, most of the time you'll probably see the one side of the tail, not the other, because if they line up, they're symmetrical. So I'm really hoping that works out, so that, and like I bet you the great photo opportunity would be when the plane is level and it passes the photographer, and it will look exactly like the real Snowbird. But yeah, this is one of the tail ends. I'm going to leave everything in their bags. I'm going with Snowbird number 9, or any number that hasn't been picked, by anyone else in Ontario, or anyone who's attending the jet rallies in Ontario, or any province close to Ontario, because I like my Snowbird to be different than others with a different tail number, so that way maybe one day all of us could get up in the air and do a little air show. But again, there's only 5 pilots allowed in the air at one time, but I mean, you never know. If you could get all 9 up, that'd be pretty cool. Here we have the carbon rod. It's very thick, very long. Feels like it's been attached. I don't want to take this out really, because it's going to my uncle's. But that's a main fuselage right there. I don't want to take it out. But and then we have the top section, the horizontal stabilizer, an elevator, and then there's the wings down in there. But yeah, can't wait. Some stuff in there, and bags, tools, whatnot. But yeah, I'm not gonna take it out just yet because I'm not gonna work on it, and I don't want it to collect dust. So have it, it's in my possession. Yeah, second turbine jet. This one should be ready probably the same time the MiG-17 is ready, which I'm planning to do as well. I'm planning to have 3 jets ready by Thunderfrost. But, the weather here in Ontario is I might have another rain day tomorrow. I had one today. If this jet showed up here yesterday, I'd probably be working on it right now. But hopefully tomorrow, if I do get a rain day, I can start working on it. If not, next week. There is no manual for this, but it's pretty straightforward. It's not hard to build. It doesn't look like that. I mean, you don't have to install the covering. The servos are pretty easy. The wiring's easy. The landing gear's ready. It's just 4 screws on each gear. Bolts in. And yeah. I can't wait to start building this. It will not be in the air first before this jet is. This jet will be first. All it needs is some more fuel, and I should probably organize the wiring in there. I could always put new fuel tubing in, but I mean, it's an old jet. There's no leaks in it. I don't want to do another leak test. I already did one on it. It's not leaking. The hoses aren't that bad. I mean, they're still very soft. They're not hard, so they're not frayed at all. They're nice and soft like they should be. It's just the color of them. But I flushed them out. The fuel's clean. I got 2 filters going in this one. I actually have one in there, and there's actually another one. I don't know if you can see it, but it's back in there. But yeah, I'm pretty pumped about this jet. It's supposed to be a lot easier to fly than the Deviator, but I mean, compared to the Deviator, the Sprint is actually built for aerobatics. The Sprint is more of just a trainer, and yeah, I go fast if you put a big engine on me, yeah. But I mean, this jet will get the K120, and the Sprint will get the 85, because the plan is that I'm gonna start flying this at my own club field once I've successfully done the maiden, and maybe a few flights after that. If everything goes smooth, I'll fly this at my own club until next year, and then I'll probably get this one up this year. There's a huge chance that it might not be. I got a guy who's working on it who says that he's lined up to the end of September, so it might not be flown at Thunderfrost, but I mean, this one will, and the MiG-17 is next. But I don't know if that could be a winter build. I mean, I only got one engine. I can only run this engine in this jet and that jet, so fly one at one time anyway. So anywho, I'll try and make a really good video tonight to have one premiered for Friday. If not, what I'll do is I'll bring my laptop up to the cottage and I'll stream, but I'll probably only stream for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It won't be an hour. It won't be over an hour. It'll be less than an hour. I don't want to burn up too much phone data. I mean, I got till August 13th, and then if I happen to go over, it's slow. and I went over for the first time with this phone bill, and it is very, very slow and kind of annoying. I got orange covering right here. It's not as dark as the one on there from the age in the sunlight, but I got one spot there. It's gonna be fixed, and then I just got the insides right here, and I think there's a spot underneath, but I'm just gonna probably patch it up with white vinyl instead. But I mean, it's just for looks. The engine's way far in on these jets, and there is no thrust tube, so the heat or even flames can do this. And mostly the flames did this when I had a flame out, but the heat also burns it pretty bad too. I guess the guy before me had the engine further back. It was smaller, but he had longer turbine cables to go to the computer. I do not. That's pretty much like all I can do on that jet is I can't have it on the end. But I've done many tests with it down the street. I can actually lift the back end of the jet up, and it's on there good. It's not going anywhere. So yeah. Sprints here. Look at that. Here's the specs. Wingspan 2006 millimeters or 79 inches. Wing area, whatever. Total length 74 inches. Radial 9 channels, 7 servos. So it's actually smaller than the Sprint. I mean the Deviator. I measured the Deviator to be, where's that tape measure? So the Deviator is a lot bigger, but they said that the Sprint is 30 pounds and the Deviator is about the same, but the engines that are on them are pretty much 1-to-1 ratio, because when I was taxiing it, I mean, I give it a couple notches on the throttle control and it started rolling, and it pretty much would want to roll if it's just on a little bit of downgrade, like a very slight descent, like on the road. So it's pretty much got 1-to-1 ratio, and it's pretty quick. And this jet measures out to be 80, let's see, 87 inches, because the tip of the nose, not the nose, the tail, sorry. So it's 7 feet at the elevator, but then this sticks out to about 87 inches. So it's a lot big, a little bit bigger than the Sprint is, but I mean, yeah. Actually, I'll take I'm not going to end the video here. Take that big old carbon rod, and I'll take it out of its box just once. Now, waiting for these things sucks. They're supposed to be here yesterday, but yeah. I hate tape. Tape is not my friend. But this is the end of the fuselage here. The engine is under and mounted right at the back. And then those are the wings and the surfaces. There's a rudder. So yeah. Could hardly wait. I mean, I'm so excited for it. I can't wait to start building it. But yeah, I'm going to end it here.